Hello viewers, welcome to Sweet Food Tutorial for Beginner. Today I will show the example of sweep function. So what is function? Function let you define reusable code that perform a specific piece of functionality. Usually functions are able to receive some value to modify the way they work, but it's not required. Let's start with a simple function. As a function func keyword, then your function name, function name, suppose our function name favorite album. So this is function name, then your code block. In function code block, here in function we can print something, print my favorite is fearless. This is the function. So we have made is function definition, but nothing print in the playground. This is the correct sentence and correct function, but nothing print. This reason nothing is printed. We have placed the my favorite is fearless message into a function. This function won't be called until we ask Swift to the favorite album function. So we need to call the call function favorite function. When we will call this function, then that time this function will be called and will be print. My favorite is fearless. So this is our basic function, and this is we have called the function. We can this is the basic function. We can parameterize function. Suppose name is string. We have defined function parameter in parameter, but when we call the function, then we not set the any parameter. That's why showing the missing argument for parameter name call. Here we will set the name. This is the name value where fearless. So this parameter name we will use in function print we want to print the name in string, so we need to set the interpolation in string name. Okay, this is now is right. We have defined function is one parameter is name, and this print my favorite is this is the parameter name. when we call this function, must be set the function parameter name with the value. We set the multiple parameter by colon. Suppose we want to make another function. Suppose func print album release. Here this is the function parameter, two parameter, one is name, another is year. Here we can set the integer. We will print the name and year. Was released in year. Now we will call print album release and set the name below fearless and integer year 2008. So we have made function with two parameter, and when called the function, that must be define the function parameter name with the value. Parameter name with the value. We want to show the another example is return value. How return value? How function return value? Return value function album is Taylor string. The album is Taylor, is parameter is name, and his return type is boolean. So expected return type. So we can set the condition if name equal to Taylor Swift, return return to if name equal to fearless, then return to. If name to red, return 2. Return false. So this function parameters, this is the returnable function. This return type is boolean. So here we check the name equal to Taylor Swift, then return to, name equal to Fearless, return to, and name is equal to red, return to. Now we will call the function if album name is, suppose, red, then print that's one of her, else print homemade, that's. So here we have called the album Taylor function with rate parameter. This function will return boolean type. Here we check the name is equal to ren. When we called, this function will be called and it will be checked one by one. This name Taylor not match, this name Fearless not match, this name is equal to red, that match, and return the 2. When it will 2, and there, this statement will be print, suppose this is red. We check another one, if album Taylor name is equal to Fearless, and print my favorite album is Fearless, else nothing. So when we set the parameter name is Fearless, and then this function will be called and it will be checked one by one. The name is Taylor is returned to not, and it will be check name is equal to Fearless. Then we have set name equal to Fearless. Then this statement, the if statement will be execute and is written to my favorite album is Fearless. If album is XYZ, print this will return false. When we will set the another name parameter name is equal to XYZ, that time it will be check one by one, name Taylor, name Pierce, name rate. If statement not match anyone, then return and data boolean data will be false, and this function will return the false, and this if statement will be execute XYZ, and this will be written false. Thank you so much.